Hello everyone, welcome back to Enginuitylab. This is Sketcher exercise part 6 in CATIA V5, where we shall practice creating another complex profile using multiple sketch tools while maintaining proper design intent. If you want to improve your CATIA sketching speed, accuracy and confidence, this exercise is for you. In this exercise, you will learn how to build a complex sketch step by step, effective use of lines, arcs and circles, applying constraints in correct sequence, maintaining symmetry and parametric control, creating sketches suitable for part design features. So let's go and start mechanical design and part design. And I'm renaming this one as Sketcher exercise 6 and click on OK. Now we are into the part design workbench. As we know, we cannot go directly into the Sketcher workbench, so we will go through the part design workbench. Before that, today we are going to create this sketch in 2D wireframe or in 2D workbench. Let's analyze this sketch. So we will create the base. We will consider this line as our baseline of our sketch. We will create this on the horizontal axis and this line, the center line of this one, as our vertical axis. Okay. Here it is 170 mm and it is 45 mm from the left side and rest is the total is 170 mm and vertical center is 45 mm from the left side. And here in the vertical axis you can see a center point here, which is first center, which is 70 mm from the base, and the second center point is 95 mm from the base. Here this circle is of diameter 50 mm. Here you can see this diameter is 50 mm and there are 3 holes of diameter 10 and the inside diameter is 15 mm and these 3 holes are located at the pitch circle diameter of 32. In the same way, here we have the diameter of 86 mm outer diameter and the inner diameter is 32 mm and there are 8 number of holes of diameter. Consider this as 15 mm as it's not available here. 15 mm diameter, 8 numbers of 15 mm diameter hole is located at the pitch circle diameter of 60 mm. Okay, and all these profiles we can create one by one. So let's start. Go to the Sketcher workbench, click on the any plane. Here I am clicking on the XY plane and click on the sketch tool to go into the Sketcher workbench. And here first we will create the baseline. This is our baseline. To go out from this command, double click at the end or use the escape key to go out from this command, from any command. And here it is 45 mm and the total length is 170 mm. Let's check. Total length is 170 mm and it is 45 mm. Okay. So let's create this circle first, this inner circle, the base circle diameter and the outer circle, the inner circle is of diameter 15 mm, outer circle is of diameter 50 mm, and the pitch circle diameter is 32 mm. So double click on the circle command, first circle, second circle, and third circle. Okay. Now click on the escape. Give the dimensions. This is 50 mm. The inner diameter is 15 mm and the pitch circle diameter is 32 mm. As you know, if we double click on the dimension, then we can edit the dimension as well. And this one is the construction element. So we will make it as construction element and give this dimension. This is 70 mm. Okay. And this hole is at the vertical line, so we can create it here first, and then we will use the rotate command. For that, I want a construction line here, and this will be created here, and this is not a construction element. Click on the construction to make it standard line, and this is of diameter 10 mm. Use the rotate command. Click on the number of instances we are going to create. 2 copy of this one, and then the center point of rotation, and at the radius about which we are going to rotate this one, and the angle should be 360 divided by 3. This will give us the now this is created, but these two are not fully constant. So for that we have to make them constant. You know how to constant them. So create, first of all, coincide these points with the pitch circle diameter. Make the geometric constraint. Then create lines, the center lines. Okay, and then give the angle value. Here it is 120 degree and the another angle value 120 degree. Now our sketch is fully constant. Okay. Why it is not fully constant? Because this point is not at this point. For that, what we will do, we can click on the constant tool, click on this point, click on this point, and coincide. Now our sketch is fully constant. Okay. Next one, create this circle. The outer diameter is 86, inner diameter is 32, pitch circle diameter is 60, and we will create these holes as 15 mm diameter of 8 holes. Okay. Here circle 1, circle 2, and the circle 3. Outer diameter is 86, Let's check again. 86, 60 and 32. This is 60. This one is 32. And also this point is 95 mm. Check 95 mm from this center point of the small hole. Okay, okay, 95. Okay, till now it's complete. And make this one as construction element. Okay, create. Now we are going to create these holes of diameter 15 mm at the pitch circle diameter 60, and there are 8 number of holes available here. So what we will do, click on the center point now, and we will create a circle here, which is a standard element, not a construction element now, and keep the dimension as 15 mm. Okay, and use the rotate tool to create 8 numbers. So that means we need to create 7 number of instances. Click on the center point, click on the center point of the circle, and give the angle value should be 360 by 8. This will divide the angle and give us the actual angle, and press enter. Now we have 8 number of diameter 15 is available, but these are not fully constant. To make them fully constant, first of all, double click on the constraint tool, make one by one center point of this to coincide with the pitch circle diameter. So one by one we will coincide these dimension circles. Okay, up to this it's complete. Now we will create lines or axis. The center point of this one and the center point of the circle, big circle, center point to this center point, this center point to this one, this point to this one, this point to this one, till now it's complete. Okay, and then we will give the angle value. This one is 45 degree. Okay, and this one is 180 degree. Now you can see my all the sketches are fully constant. Till now it's complete. So let's go and let's again, here you can see another line which is available at 16 mm from the baseline. So we will create this line and we will trim it later. First this line, then we will create a tangent line to this one. Let's create. We have this line. Okay, and create another line which is tangent to this one and coincide with here. And in the constraint tool, and this is 60 mm from the this line, and this is 16 mm. Okay, and this is tangent to this line. You can see this is not 60, this is 90 mm. We will change it to 90. Okay, till now it's complete. And next we will going to create this profile, the radius 16 mm. For that, what we will do, we can go to the 3-point arc with limit command and click on this point, click on this point and this one now, and give the radius value by using the constraint tool, and it is 16 mm. Okay, and trim the extra line from here and use the corner command with no trim to create this one. This is of radius 14 mm. Here you can see this is 14 mm. And another line which is parallel to this 15 mm apart from this line. So we will create this one, a line parallel to this one. While creating a line, you can see the parallel option is showing automatically. Okay, and coincide with this point line, and it is 15 mm from the this line. This is 15. Okay. Now use the trim command, trim this point and this point. The extra lines are trimmed, or we can left it as it is for our view that this is available here. Okay. Next, there is another two lines which is 15 mm from the vertical axis. So we will create it. This is our vertical axis. Two lines, one to this one, another line, here you can see these are connecting with others automatically, so don't connect these with others. Here also it is connected with tangent to this one, so delete this tangency, otherwise it will create problem. Okay, and click on the constraint tool, click on the first line, click on the second line, and allow symmetry line, click on the vertical line. Okay, and this is distance of 15 mm. Okay, till now it's complete, and trim this line. Okay, let's go. Let's see, in the same way here also it is 16 mm, and here the radius is 6 mm. Here all the radius are 6 mm, these two are 6, this one is also 6 mm, and this is radius 10 mm. So we will create it. The first one is the 16 mm radius. For that we will use the 3-point arc with limit. Okay, and then keep the radius. First point, second point, this one. There is extra point here. Delete this point and give the radius value of 16 mm. Why? Because this is tangency with this line, so we have to delete this tangency first and then give the radius 16, and this line should be tangent with this one. So we will create a tangency here. Click on this line, click on the constraint tool, click on the line, click on the arc and tangency. Now it is fully constant, and trim this line. Also here it is, as you know, 6 mm radius is available, so use the corner command to give the 6 mm radius and trim these two. Okay, after this it's complete. Now we will create another line here. Okay, which is 14 mm. These two are 14 mm from the center of this line. So we will create two line, another two line. One is here. Remove all the constraints creating automatically, otherwise it will create problem. Here you can see a tangency is created automatically. If you don't remove this tangency, then it will create a problem while giving the other dimensions. Okay, so always consider this one. Okay, now these two lines are symmetric about this axis, this line. Okay, and this point should be coincide with this one, and they both are separated by distance of 14 mm. Yes. Okay, now use the corner tool. You know, this is one trim, this are not trim, one side trim, so we will use the first element trim option here. Trim first element, click on this one and click on this one, so it will not trim the other element. The same way for this one as well, and both are of radius 6 mm. Okay, this is R6 and this is R10, so let's make, and here we can click on both trim option. Which one is extra? Delete that one. This one. So it's created, and the same way we create, this is radius 10 mm. Okay, up to this it's created, so we will create this line again. This is making tangency, so we will delete the tangency here. We don't need the tangency. This is distance 15 mm. Okay, here it is. We will use the same. This is 10, radius 6, others are 6 mm. So another line here to connect these two. This is vertical. Okay, other line here as well, vertical line, and this is tangency, so we'll remove the tangency and use the corner tool, first element trim, this one, this one, this 6 mm, the same way. One by one, give the radius value to all. Here, both side trim. This is 10 mm and others, all the others are 6 mm. So make all others 6 mm. This is also complete. Next one is this circle. Here you can see the radius of 150 mm. So we can create it. How we can create? And also this one actual, this is also of radius 135 mm. Okay, so we'll create these two first, and this is 15 mm. Distance is 15 mm. Okay, to create this one, we can go with 3-point arc with limit option. First point, the second point, and the arc. Okay, and this should be tangency with this one. Here actual, make it tangent, and this is 150 mm. Okay, you can see this is 150 mm. The same way we can create the radius of 135 mm actual. We'll use the same, this point, and the radius. As there is some tangent lines created, so we'll remove the tangent lines and give the radius value 135. Okay, now it's created, and then we will go and give the radius. All are 6 mm. Here it is first element trim. We will use the first element trim. Double click, first element trim on this one. The same way for all. Okay, this is 6 mm. This is 6 mm. All are of 6 mm. What's the problem? Oh, not this one, this one. 6 mm. Okay, and make this line with tangent with this one. So to make it fully constraint, this line should be tangent with this one. So now our sketch is complete. See, all the lines are created, all the circles, everything is created. So that's all for Sketcher exercise part 6 in CATIA V5. If this helpful, to you. Like, share and subscribe to Enginuitylab. In the next part, we shall move to another sketch profile in CATIA V5. Thanks for watching Enginuitylab. See you in next video.